What's up, boys? How we doing? All right, before we jump in to playing Pokemon tonight, I want to make my stream schedule for like the next 10 days. I've actually been really enjoying, I've been having a lot of fun, I'll be honest with y'all. I've been having a lot of fun playing uh this little Photoshop template that I created. It's like a little game that I made for myself with y'all, and I've been having a lot of fun creating my stream schedule live on stream. So we're gonna do that real quick, and then we'll actually hop into the gameplay for today's stream. Um, yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be fun. I realized, by the way, and this might be the case for all of my stream layouts, my face cam is like unnecessarily misshapen to the box that we're using. Why is my face cam? It's like not correct. The face cam is messed up. We gotta fix that real quick. At least shrink it. That looks a bit better. It looks a little better. Is it like that on my other scene? I love this. Hope you get a lot of likes. Thank you. Thank you. How does it look on this one? You know, maybe it's been like this the whole time and I've never noticed. Maybe the face cam has been fucked up the whole time and I didn't notice. Oh my god, it is. All right. Add it to my long to-do list of things I need to fix off stream. Apparently, my face cam is just a little bit larger than it should be right now. Okay. Shrunk it down to the appropriate size. I was wondering why I looked so zoomed in, bro. I thought I was tweaking when I was watching some of my last couple live streams back. What the fuck? Okay. Everything looks okay now. It looks fine. Whatever. Before we get too worried about that, we're gonna work on our stream schedule for like the next 10 days. Basically between now and Christmas. I'll put on some background music while we do this. And we'll just chill out tonight. Tonight's gonna be a nice chill stream. So ideally, here's what I'm thinking. I think we can fit 4 streams between today and Christmas. Today, tomorrow, then I work literally every day until Christmas. I don't work Christmas Day, but I think one of the days I work, I'll try to stream after work. Usually it's a little tough. I'm usually a little, I don't know, just exhausted, and I have no energy after work. But I feel like I gotta, you know? Like, if I don't stream for 6 days straight between tomorrow and Christmas, that's fucked. And I would feel bad. So, let's start scheduling this. You too? Yeah, brother. You know it. Alright, so today is Wednesday. That's just how you spell it, alright? Alright, I'm just saying it how you spell it. December 17th. Today, we're playing... What did I just do? It looked like I had moved it. I'm tweaking. I'm actually tweaking. Today we're playing Pokemon. And I always forget that this text is never going to fit on the screen. I also need to, like, go copy and paste the E with an apostrophe over it real quick. God, I can't type right now. Give me a second. Oh my god, no. I'm gonna lose it. I'm losing it. I'm tweaking. I'm very heartbroken today because I saw this report online that Firefox is becoming a predominantly AI search engine. And I use Firefox. I moved on from all of the shitty, like, default search engines, like, well, what's an example? Oh, shit. I just realized my face cam's off again. Give me a second. My brain's all over the place right now. I'm so sorry. I can't focus on like one thing at one time. Hopefully that fixed it. Watch, I probably messed it up on my shiny hunting stream, didn't I? Probably. Is it fucked up? I gotta like look. I gotta like zoom in. I can't tell. It's like right, it's teetering on the edge. Shit got me fucked up, let me tell you. Okay, that's way too much. You know, it wouldn't be one of my live streams if I didn't have to fix something during the stream. I'm just constantly playing tech support for myself. Anyways, what was I even talking about, bro? Sorry. Can't speak in a straight line today. Oh, yeah. So I saw online today a ton of people talking about how Microsoft or Mozilla, Firefox, I forget who owns it now. It might be owned by Microsoft now. Regardless, Firefox is now becoming a predominantly AI company, which is so frustrating for me to see as someone who literally like swore by Firefox these past couple years. Like, I had literally been a simp for Firefox, I'll admit it, because I always told people it was better than like the default options like Explorer, Edge, Chrome. And it was, but like if they're heading the direction of just making their search engine predominantly AI, I'm gonna respectfully uninstall. Not even respectfully, I'm gonna disrespectfully uninstall. So like, yeah, it's a shame. I need to find a new search engine. And I feel like there's just not many good options out there nowadays. I really don't know. I'll have to do some research. Anyways, today we're shiny hunting. Whatever day I decide to stream after work, we're going to be shiny hunting, because that's a very easy, short stream. Something I can do after work without feeling like I want to blow my brains out, you know? And therefore, both of those streams are going to fall into the PM category. And they'll both be live streams that only last like 2 to 4 hours. Surprise, surprise. Tonight's streams only last 2 to 4 hours. Maybe less if we find the shiny. That'd be so cool. I think I work Christmas Day. I'm definitely on call that day. See, I honestly would have been okay working Christmas Day because it would have been so easy. I wouldn't have had to do anything. But at the same time, maybe it's good I didn't get scheduled because then I can be with my wife. Whatever, dude. Tomorrow, I think we play some Stardew Valley. I want to keep working towards completing the corn-only challenge. And honestly, I feel like we're making very good pace. The only thing that's stopping us from beating the game with corn only are some of the few, like, luck-based items that we need to get from the traveling cart. And there's exploits we can do to get around that. We've already discussed it. Like, if we never get the items we need to beat the game from the traveling cart, because really and truly, at the rate things are going, at the pace we're already beating the game, the last couple items we need to complete the community center are going to be things we can only get from the traveling cart, and the traveling cart's inventory is random. And there's a hypothetical world where I never get the items because they never show up in the inventory of the traveling cart. If that happens, we can always just like literally name one of our farm animals the item code for apricot or cauliflower, and that's how we get the item. Like, worst case, we can kind of use exploits to get an apricot or a cauliflower if we aren't able to find it via the traveling cart's random inventory. So, we'll see. Okay. And for tomorrow we'll start the stream around the middle of the day, depending on when I wake up. I mean, there's no way I sleep into the evening. I just don't know what time the stream will start exactly. Could be 12, could be 3. Depends on how long I sleep in. And that'll be for 4 to 6 hours. Now, Christmas evening. How do we want to title this stream? I don't even know. It's Thursday the 25th. Thursday, December 25th. I'm vibing to this Mario Kart music right now. You can use that website that tells you everything you're gonna get. Yeah, you're so right. Honestly, it depends. I don't know. I'm very torn about how I want to beat the game in Stardew with only corn, because at some point I'm gonna have to use exploits, because one of the community center bundles is gold star crops, and I can't even get gold star crops from the traveling cart or from farm animals anyway. So like, either way I'm kind of screwed. I use Opera. I heard Opera is like very much so bloatware. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, this was like a year ago when I was trying to find a better option than Chrome. And it was back like a year ago when I finally switched off of Chrome that I watched some YouTube videos. And a lot of people recommended Firefox. And they did not recommend Opera. They said it was kind of bloatware. So I've been trying to stay away from Opera high-key. But the choices are Ramhog, Ramhog 2, and now AI Slot. Basically, that's basically what internet browsers feel like nowadays. It's like, do you want your CPU usage to be at 90%, or do you want to just see AI Slot with every search? It's fucking annoying. Anyways, we should probably figure out what day we're streaming Pokemon again. We could do Sunday the 21st. I think that works. Oh my god, I cannot type right now because I have all of these fucking... I mean, as you guys know, I got all of these fucking consoles on my desk, so my keyboard is like off to the side, tilted at the most uncomfortable angle. My keyboard's at like a 45-degree angle, so I can't type properly. At the very least, I'm not typing normally, so it's really difficult right now. I gotta contort my arms. Yeah, we'll do Sunday, December 21st. Okay. And then I think we'll title this stream Christmas. Okay, so it's really difficult how I want to title this, because I'm basically going to be making one of my own Christmas gifts. I'm going to be building a keyboard. Not just any old keyboard. I'm building an all-wooden keyboard. The problem is, I'm not certain if all of the parts are going to get here on time. Which is crazy to say out loud, because I ordered them on Black Friday. I ordered all of the parts to build this wooden keyboard on Black Friday. And so far, the switches have arrived. The base of the keyboard has arrived. But the keycaps, the things I kind of need in order to type, they are still currently sitting in Carteret, New Jersey. They've been stuck in Carteret, New Jersey for 7 fucking days. They've been there since December 10th. So I'm starting to get a little worried that either A, I'm not getting those keycaps, worst case scenario, or Best case scenario, option B, they're not going to get here by Christmas Day. So, like, I want to title this stream, like, Christmas Gifts, or, like, Christmas Present. Making a Christmas present, or something like that. But I don't even know if I'll be able to if the keycaps don't get here by the 25th. Which, again, I'm so mad about it. I'm so frustrated because I ordered them on Black Friday. I thought they would for sure be here by Christmas. Whatever. My fault for wanting a deal, you know? My bad for wanting to save some money. But we could just call this Christmas live stream. Just to be safe. Just to be safe, in the event that my keycaps don't get here and I'm unable to build that keyboard on stream, which is my plan as of right now, we'll call it a Christmas live stream. And I realize I don't have a picture of Christmas to use, so let's download one real quick. Christmas tree icon. Sure, that looks fine. I don't actually want a PNG though. Crazy thought. I can do a PNG. Who cares? Save image as... No. PNG file. Can we save that to my stream schedule folder under game icons? Christmas tree. Okay. Let's open that up. Oh my gosh, my eyelashes are like stuck together right now. We got a Christmas tree. Oh shit. Okay. If I get rid of that. Oh, there we go. That's beautiful. All we had to do was get rid of the background. Nice. Look how pretty. It's a nice little Christmas tree. I like the simple kind of clip art designs. Sometimes you'll download clip art, like that royalty-free cartoon like graphics, and it just looks like shit. It looks like it was made by a child, but like this is simple, clean. It looks pretty. How long are we streaming on Christmas? Probably only a couple hours. Maybe even an hour. Like, I might not even stream 2 hours because I want to spend time with my wife. But if all of the parts to my keyboard get here on time and I'm able to build the keyboard, which is what I really want to do, hoping we can do that, it would probably take me just under 2 hours to put that keyboard together. So we'll shoot for 2 hours. There's a chance the Christmas stream might be less. Though there isn't an option for less, so we had to select 2 to 4 anyways. Doesn't matter. This will be our schedule between today and Christmas. I know it's not a ton of live streams, but also I'm working pretty much every day from the 19th on, with the exception of Christmas. So, like, I'm going to take what I can get. That's about as much as I can do. 23-minute stream, yeah. We're going to do a 23... We'll do a 12-minute stream for the 12 days of Christmas. I actually keep my keyboard taped to the bottom of my desk to type. Okay. You have it taped and inverted, and you've memorized, just off feel alone, how to type upside down. This is how I imagine you. You're like a hacker from every like crime show. You're like the stereotypical hacker. The literal archetype that's never correct. I'm breaking into the mainframe. Anyways, cool. Let me save. Close out of these images real quick. Let me save this as a JPEG image. This is our schedule for... What the fuck did you just do? Don't make a shortcut of that. Fuck off. Oh my god, it won't let me move this window. You're gonna piss me the fuck right off. Holy shit, it's actually making me mad. It wouldn't, like, I don't know if you guys saw, but it would, like, move the window two inches and then stop. And then move the window 2 inches and then stop. Never again. That, like, that, you know how people talk about being overstimulated? That made me understimulated. I want to move something and it will not let me. I'm being underwhelmed to a point where I'm pissed. Anyways. This is our stream schedule for 12/17/2025. Save. And then before I switch over to playing Pokemon, I'm just going to quickly post this on Discord. Normally I post it on, like, Discord, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Steam. I do post my stream schedules on Steam. I'm, like, one of the only people I know that uses Steam genuinely as a social media, because I find it to be fun. I actually really find it to be fun. I love Steam. But I don't want to waste y'all's time. I do want to get into the shiny hunt, so we're just going to post the schedule on Discord after the live stream today. I'll post it everywhere else. Cool. We got our stream schedule up on Discord. I should have maybe looked over it one more time, double-checked it. Wait. Let me double-check this real quick. Wednesday, December 17th, PM, Pokemon. Thursday, December 18th, midday, Stardew Valley. Sunday, December 21st, Pokemon. Thursday, December 25th, Christmas. Okay, that's good. Cool. I like to double check my work in case I made some dumbass spelling mistake. Let's get into the shiny hunt then. I'll close out of Photoshop. And we'll get it going. Cool, cool, cool. We're going to get it going. Alright. As per usual, we're probably only going to do like 500 resets max. I need to get my chair in the right position. I gotta straddle my tripod here. Yeah, we're probably only gonna do 500 resets max. But we won't need to do more than 500 because we're getting the shiny today, you know? You know what I'm saying? Positive thinking, positive affirmations. It's a little tricky to reach the Y key with my pinkies, but I got it eventually. That's funny. Alright. Like I said, positive affirmations. I'm so positive we're getting the shiny today. I believe we're going to get it right here, right now. First reset of the day. I'm locked in. Let me tell y'all. Well, we didn't get it, so I'm probably gonna end the stream. Fucking cry myself to sleep. God damn it. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I have the clicker, but I don't have my program open that tracks our number of shinies. Let me open that program real quick. Give me 1 second. Cool. Got that fixed. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You know, I've been complaining a lot lately about just how much I have on my to-do list. Like, still gotta revamp my Discord server. And I still gotta fix some of my stream graphics. I've fixed most of them by now. And there's still like 4 emote slots that I'm not using that I should probably make emotes for, etc. Like, I complain about how much I need to do, but in all reality, I've been catching up on a lot of shit, and I'm very happy with that. Like, we finally have good sub badges that are custom. Not only are they custom, but they're like themed to our community and our brand. We added more emotes, more than just the like 3 I had prior. So I'm slowly knocking things off the to-do list. I think the reason I just complain about how much I have to do is because of how long the to-do list is. Like, It's my own fault because I have pushed so much stuff off, and I've also been so busy. Like, this past month has quite literally been the busy season at my job, and therefore trying to catch up on anything that I want to do in my personal life is near impossible. But hopefully as we move into like January, February, March, where I have a lot more free time, we'll slowly start to catch up on that to-do list. And one day, eventually, maybe, the Discord will get a revamp. Discord will look a lot prettier. I'm calling it on the 12th reset. So that's this one, actually. Wait, that's this right here. Oh my god, I keep accidentally naming these Charmanders. Why? What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Yeah, okay, so we're getting the shiny right now. I believe you. I've never believed so much in my life. Okay. Don't mind me. Sorry. Just fixing something. On my third monitor. Okay. Charmander right here. I would love to go to bed. Ah, so unlucky. I will say, though, some of the things I've been wanting to work on are much longer to-dos. They're not just tasks I can kind of bang out in one day. Like, for example, one of my to-do list items has been, for the last couple months, trying to unlock YouTube membership. And we're so close. We're inching our way there, closer and closer with like every live stream. Why was I not playing both? Okay, hold up. I actually need to lock in tonight, clearly. Because I wasn't even playing all 4 games at once. I was just playing 2. I was just playing the DS games. What is wrong with me, bro? I feel like I'm going insane. We're only 12 resets in now, 16. How are you? I'm doing alright, Drac. Just entering a state of psychosis is all. Don't mind me. Just going slightly psychotic. How are you? How you been, my brother? You know, if we get the shiny right now, we could go play, like, another game. We could play 3 games in one live stream, basically. We could play Warframe after this, if we get the shiny. This stream could be Pokemon, Warframe, and Photoshop. My 3 favorite video games. Not bad. I'm glad to hear that, brother. You got any fun plans for Christmas? What are we all doing for Christmas? I got fun plans, and that's going to be live streaming. I think this is actually the first time I've ever live streamed on Christmas. This is kind of exciting. This is the first time I've ever planned a live stream for Christmas Day. I'm kind of hyped. Hopefully it'll be fun, chill, festive. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be even more fun if all of the things I ordered arrive on time before Christmas Day, and we can actually build my Christmas present on stream. But if they don't arrive in the mail in time, I'm gonna be a little sad. It won't ruin the stream, you know, we'll just go play a video game instead. But I'm really hoping we can build my own Christmas present. The present I bought for myself live on camera. I think that'll be fun. I saw Shiny Mega Raichu Y. I liked how it looked, but then my friend told me it's just Pikachu, and now I can't unsee it. I hate it. I mean, Shiny Pikachu, Shiny Raichu, all of those are kind of disappointing for me, I'm not gonna lie. Wait 1 second, I gotta like take my belt off. I don't know why I'm wearing a belt on stream. It's just uncomfortable. 1 sec. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just undressing on stream. Sorry, this is normally content you only get to see if you're a Twitch sub. Or is that OnlyFans? I forget. No, I was wearing a belt because I went out today. I did like a lot today. I got a haircut. I went to Walmart to buy a white elephant present for someone at work. I went and got groceries for my wife. I also had to go pick up my prescription. I went and did like a ton of stuff today. I went on a ton of different errands. And it made me feel accomplished, you know? Made me feel like I was getting a lot done. But it also annoyed me because I felt like I was wasting my day. Like, instead of being home, live streaming, and doing what I wanted to do, I had to go out and run to 7 different stores. Or at least 7 different businesses, because I don't think I can count my haircut as a store. Or at least I wouldn't call the barbershop a store. You know? I don't think that counts. Oh, man. I'm also wearing my my Ninetales beanie today. I thought maybe it would bring us some good luck for the shiny hunt. Especially because Ninetales is a Generation 1 Pokemon. A fire type. And it's in this game. So maybe it would bring me luck with a Charmander themed shiny hunt. We'll see, I guess. Maybe I'm getting far too superstitious. I probably am. I am a very superstitious person, though. I can admit that. See, we're listening to the entire Mario Kart World soundtrack, which crazy thing to learn. I only learned it today. The game has a 10-hour long soundtrack, which to me, crazy. That's actually insane. But a lot of it are just like, very little of the soundtrack's actually original. Most of the soundtrack is just like remixes and remasters of already existing Mario Kart and Mario songs. Just a lot of different music from the Mario universe. So I guess in that way it's really easy to make the soundtrack 10 hours. But it's still really cool how much content is in the soundtrack of this game alone. I don't like talking very highly about Mario Kart World, because I have a love-hate relationship with the game. I don't think it's worth $80, nor do I think it's the best Mario Kart game out there. I don't even think it's the best racing game of this year. I think that is Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is one of the best racing games I've ever played. I think it's the second best racing game, just behind Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But like, I don't know, man. Mario Kart World just disappoints me. And therefore, I try not to give it too much praise. I don't want to, boost its ego. However, the soundtrack is dope. I will give it that. The soundtrack is dope. Shiny Charmander's mid. It is very mid. But Shiny Charizard is, like, top tier. It's one of the best shinies from Gen 1. Oh, Mario Kart World? I thought it was Super Mario Land 2. I mean, this could have been a song for Super Mario World 2. Like I said, a lot of the soundtrack are just remasters from old Mario games. Not just Mario Kart games, like old Mario games. So, could be. You know? But yeah, I don't know, man. I have such a love-hate relationship with Mario Kart World. The same way I have a love-hate relationship with most of the games they've put out on the Switch 2 so far. Like, nothing they've released on Switch 2 yet has blown me away. I haven't fallen in love with a Switch 2 game yet. Donkey Kong Bonanza's maybe the closest game where I can say I fell in love with it, but even then I can't call it perfect. You know, I can't call it like my soulmate. I can't admit that I fell in love with it the way you would a high school sweetheart, because Pauline's the most annoying fucking character to ever exist in a Nintendo game. Like, I hate her so much. She makes me so angry I'm stuttering. So I don't know. Again, a lot of the Switch 2's lineup just leaves me conflicted. I just remembered, I'm excited for the gift I got Lexi. What did you get Lexi? I'm intrigued. Mario Kart World won Best Racing at the Game Awards, and it got booed. It doesn't surprise me. I don't think it deserves it. Like I said, I will stand by my previous statement that I think Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is the best racing game of the year. It's so good. And it's such a cool idea. The concept of the Cross Worlds, I love. And I also love that you can turn it on and off when playing with friends, which is so much fun. Like, the Knockout Tour concept is cool on paper, but it becomes exceptionally boring when it's forced down your throat. And a lot of the Knockout Tour tracks, those kind of connection tracks between spots on the map, are long straightaways. Just boring, long highways where you're driving in a straight line for a long period of time. Like, I don't know, man. I would just get so bored playing online in Mario Kart World, or playing Knockout Tour in Mario Kart World, even playing Grand Prix in Mario Kart World, because, like, just all of the connections between tracks in the open world were not fun to play. The Cross Worlds in Sonic Racing, very fun to play. Very, very fun to play. I would say it's the opposite effect of Mario Kart World. Like, Mario Kart World's connecting tracks is cool on paper, but terrible in concept. Because the way they connect all the tracks in the open world are just long, boring hallways. Or highways, sorry. Okay, it's a cool idea on paper, terrible in execution. Sonic Racing Cross World's the opposite. It's a terrible idea on paper, like, hey, we're gonna have portals that connect all the tracks. It sounds like something a crackhead would come up with during a wet dream. But it works so well in execution. And I also love the fact that Sonic Racing has the funniest crossovers with other games' characters. Like, if I want to play as the creeper from Minecraft in Sonic Racing, I can. And I do. He's my main. Or if I want to play as SpongeBob from SpongeBob, I can. Even better, I can combine those two and make the best of both worlds, where my character, my main in that game, is the creeper from Minecraft driving a Krabby Patty cart in Sonic Racing. That sentence alone gets me a little excited, a little chubbed. Like, that's what I want in gaming. And I love it. SpongeBob from the hit game. SpongeBob. Exactly. Like, it's so cool. I love some of the characters that they're already featuring in the game. And some of the characters that they have yet to release but are planned for future updates, like the Avatar The Last Airbender characters. Can't wait. Like, that's just preaching to my childhood nostalgia right there. You put Avatar The Last Airbender in anything, and I'm excited. Unless it's live action. Then it usually sucks ass. But otherwise, I'm excited. How many shiny Charmanders have you caught so far? 7,056. The number's on screen, by the way. Come on, can we avoid redundant questions in the chat, guys? I'm trying to cultivate a chat of critical thinkers. So if we could just work a little bit more towards that. 7,056 shinies, please. Come on. Shiny Charmander are around 7,100. I believe it. I believe it, Drac. Listen. My previous guess of 6969 did not work out. My next guess is 8008. Because it spells boob. But I think it's going to work. I'm confident. I realize by committing to this guess, we're not going to get it tonight. Because I'm not doing 1,000 resets tonight. But I believe. I believe in us, and I believe in boobs. Tonight's your last night to pick up Hogwarts Legacy for free through Epic. Maybe I will. You know, it's free. And who am I to pass up a free game? I just don't know if I'll ever play it, because, like, I just don't really care about Harry Potter as much. But I heard it's a good game, so maybe I'll check it out. I don't know. I'm never going to play it, but I still grabbed it. See, that's my logic. It's like, I don't think I'll ever play it because there's already so many games in my backlog that I want to play. So many games I need to play. Like, I own Red Dead Redemption. I own Skyrim. I own games that, like, if I died today, it would be a loss, a negative towards the grand total of my life, towards the overall way I lived my life. I would have failed if I didn't play these games. There's so many games I still need to play throughout the rest of my life. It's almost overwhelming. And therefore, on that long, long laundry list of games that I need to play, I have it prioritized from top to bottom, and Hogwarts Legacy's not going to be anywhere near the top. But again, it's free, and I can't pass up a free game. I will sacrifice a shiny Charmander? What does that mean? Oh, you would give me one. See, honestly, if we could do online trading in this game, I would take you up on that offer because I'm getting very impatient. I'll admit that. I know, right? I got it. Just keep adding it to my backlog. Yeah, it's just gonna get added to mine as well, brother. But having a large backlog isn't a bad thing. If you live to retire, your funds will then be limited, so having a large backlog will help entertain you on a budget. I guess that's true. You're thinking for the long game, and I like that. My thing is, like, and maybe I fear that I'm not going to do everything I want to do in my life. Like, maybe I worry too much about not living life to the fullest, or like, you know, who knows? I could fucking die in my sleep tonight. Sorry, that's so fucking sad. I don't know why I said that out loud. But like, if I did, the moment I get to the pearly gates, I wouldn't be thinking like, dang, I should have told my mom I love her more. No, I'd be thinking to myself, I never played Red Dead 2. Fuck. Like, oh, damn. I've owned Skyrim for 10 years and I have 0 hours. Like, immediate existential crisis. So yeah, I guess you're right. Listen, again, I'm very much so the type of person where I will not pass up a free game. So let me add it to my Epic library right now. I'm booting up Epic right now. Also, I think I missed a couple chat messages. Apologies. I got distracted by this conversation. Oh, wait, you got her a pre-built PC, Zach? That's actually sick. Same tier stuff in mind, but current year versions. How much money was that? Holy shit. Because I know some PC parts are going... They're going up in price. I honestly think Sonic has been making good racing games for a while. I even loved Sonic Racing Transformed. It was clunky, but super fun. What platform was that on again? I don't remember. What platform was Sonic Racing Transformed on? Do not remember. Okay. My Epic store just booted up. Give me 1 second. We'll do one more reset. And then I'll start installing it. I'm driving 2 hours to Micro Center to save $300 on RAM. Jesus Christ. I don't blame you, though. Only 1,000 because it was built before RAM went sky high. Not bad, not bad. See, dude, I'm so torn. I don't know what I want to do. Thankfully, I have like 2 years to decide, but I need to get another PC by 2027. And I say thankfully I have 2 years, but that might actually be a bad thing, because who knows if 2 years from now, prices just are worse. But like, I don't know, bro. Like, I need a second PC because this one that I have right now is starting to get too old, where it can no longer run modern, like, AAA, super high graphic games. Like, it can run them, but it has to be on the lowest settings. And I want to get a new PC for streaming, like, actual PC games, and then I would turn this PC into a stream PC. Does that make sense? Like, I would have a new PC for playing games, high-end games, and then this PC would just become a stream PC. But with how expensive things are getting, I don't know if I'd ever be able to afford a new PC. Like, I genuinely don't think I would be able to afford a PC that is modern and really good. And thankfully, like, my PC's still kicking it. It's still holding strong with its fucking 1060 graphics card. But, like, I don't know, man. I worry that it's eventually gonna be too old and outdated to continue playing the games that I want to play. You know? I fear we're gonna get to that point soon. Anyways. Let me quickly purchase Hogwarts Legacy for free. processing your order of $0. Thank you, Epic Games. Cool. Alright. It's been added to my library. Thank you for the reminder, by the way, Hollow Man. See, okay, I saw your message about Black Friday in the chat, and it made me so salty. Once again, I'm salty all over again about my keyboard, specifically the keycaps I bought for my keyboard on Black Friday that still aren't here. I'm pissed. And because they've been stuck in Carteret, New Jersey for 7 days, they've been trapped in the purgatory that is New Jersey for 7 days. I'm starting to get paranoid that I'm never going to get them. Like, they're never going to make it to me. And what sucks even more, like, and this is maybe why my paranoia is so rampant, is I literally got the last one in stock. I got the last set of wooden keycaps they had in stock. So if it did somehow get lost in shipping, or some fucking troll that lives in Carteret, New Jersey decided to eat my wooden keycaps like cereal for breakfast, then I don't have the option to buy them again. Nor does the company I bought them from have the option to send me another set, because I ordered the last one in stock. Like, fuck me. Please, I'm praying. I'm begging. These keycaps make it to my house, preferably before Christmas, but at this point, I'll take any time in the next calendar year. Oh my god. Up to 940 different shinies? Alright, that sounds like a humble brag, brother. I'm getting desperate. We're not even at maximum odds yet, and I'm already getting impatient. Listen. Remember how I said I wanted to beat every Pokemon generation with shinies only? I'm still planning on doing that at some point in my life. It's like a bucket list item in my gaming career. But this might be the last time we do it this legitimately. I'm not going to cheat, I should clarify. But, like, there's a way we can get around doing it this way. This frustrating, long, boring way. For example, what I was going to play next in this challenge, the next game I planned for this challenge, not necessarily the next Pokemon game we're going to play, but the next Pokemon game that we would do with shinies only would be Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the Johto games. And one way we could speed that up so we don't fall into this very boring rabbit hole of just playing over and over again, just turning games on and off again, talking to Professor Oak over and over again, just to get a shiny starter. Because I think that's what's frustrating me so much, is like, I can't even start the game until we get a shiny starter. I just want to play the game, but I can't. One way we can get around that is by getting a shiny from a different playthrough and sending it over to the game. You know what I mean? Like, I've talked about that before. It's a little cheap, you know? It's a little cheap, but it's not cheating, nor is it even an exploit. We're just trading a shiny we have from one game over to another game and using it to beat that game with shinies only. For example, eventually, I want to beat Pokemon Black and White 2 with shinies only. But the shiny odds in those games are so fucking bad that to do it from scratch would be really difficult, and it would take so much time. However, what we could do is play a normal playthrough of Black and White 2, and throughout the normal playthrough, you can find a couple shinies. And then we restart the game, and just play the game with those shinies. You know what I mean? Like, that way we don't have to be stuck in reset hell. We're not stuck in the opening cutscene over and over and over again like we are right now with this playthrough. And we can't start the game until we get a shiny starter. I think that's what's bumming me out so much. I think that's why I'm getting so impatient, is because I can't start the game until I get the shiny Charmander. But if we, for some of these future challenges, like when we play the Johto region with shinies only, or the Unova region with shinies only, we could catch some shinies ahead of time before we start the challenge, trade them to the game. That way we don't have to wait for a shiny starter in order to do the challenge. You know? We can start playing the game without having to talk to the professor thousands of times. And that would maybe make me less impatient and less bored. And I don't think that's cheating, because we technically caught the shinies without cheating, without exploiting. We just caught them ahead of time. It's almost like pre-gaming. You know, it's like tailgating a football game. You know? It's like when you pre-game a funeral. Just down a couple shots before you say goodbye to Grandpappy. It's the same as shiny hunting. Grandpappy dying is just like finding a Charmander that looks slightly different in color. The same way his body looks just a little bit off with all of the embalming fluid. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyways, we're almost at 100 resets for the stream. Fuck. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm so happy to be here with all of my friends. I'll eat your keycaps. Okay, well, never mind. I thought we were friends. Now people are threatening to eat my keycaps like they're from New Jersey. We've got a couple of New Jerseyans in the chat, I see. Some men of culture. That culture being shootouts in Camden. Being stuck in New Jersey is a fate worse than death. GG keycaps. Heart Gold, Still Silver's Professor Elm, not Oak. Yeah, no, you're right. I was just using Professor Oak as an example because we're stuck talking to Professor Oak in this game. And I don't want to be stuck talking to every other professor in every other game anytime we do this challenge again. Because again, it is a dream of mine. One of my goals, a bucket list in my gaming career, to beat every Pokemon region with shinies only. But one thing that is not exciting me about that is being stuck in this opening cutscene and basically being prevented from playing the game because I'm stun locked by the professor and my starter not being shiny. So yeah, I don't know. I think in future shiny only playthroughs I'm gonna catch at least one shiny ahead of time so we can start playing the game. I just want to play the game. I don't think that's unfair. I don't think it's unfair for me to want to play the game, because I bet y'all in the chat want to watch me play the game. You probably want to see me play the game. I want to play the game, and y'all want to see the game be played. But in the meantime, we're kind of stuck. And I realize there's the devil's advocate argument that, there is the devil's advocate argument that, well, you'd have to shiny hunt later anyways. True. Once we get the shiny Charmander, we still got to shiny hunt at least 2 or 3 more times. But at least those shiny hunts would happen in the game. After we had already started playing, we're in the story, we have content at that point. I think it's less boring. I don't know. Maybe I'm just impatient. But also I do think the thing that's making me the most impatient is the fact that we can't play the game yet. Because I just don't play. I don't mind shiny hunting at the arcade corner or outside of Lavender Town. But shiny hunting in Professor Oak's laboratory is like my nightmare. It feels like purgatory. You can talk to Oak to get an egg. And with Heart Gold, Soul Silver... Wait. With Heart Gold, Soul Silver, you can get a Pokemon with Cute Charm. So you can have a boosted shiny odds. Really? I didn't know that. How does that work? It's also known as the Cute Charm glitch. I don't think I've ever heard of this before. Maybe. If I've heard of this before, I do not remember it. I don't know. I'm like second guessing myself now. How does that work? No, not to get too distracted from the shiny hunt that we're doing. But I was talking about my keycaps, and I just want to read to you the shipping hell that I'm stuck in with these keycaps. Okay. Give me 1 second. I forgot to copy my tracking number. Okay, that's so unhelpful, actually. Okay. Alright. Are you guys ready? Here is the history of my shipping information. On 11/30, November 30th, parcel information received. On December 1st, shipment received in Beijing. No, December 1st, shipment arrived at facility and measured in Beijing. December 4th, department from facility to service provider in Nanchang, China. On December 5th, handover to airline and departure from original airport. On December 7th, arrival to the destination airport. And then December 8th, JFK Customs Clearance agent received the shipment in destination country. December 9th, in transit, progressing through delivery network. December 10th, hub facility accepted, Carteret, New Jersey. It has stayed in Carteret, New Jersey ever since. It has been in Carteret, New Jersey since December fucking 10th. What is going on? What is going on? How did it take less time for it to get from China to the United States? But it's taken over a week for it to get from New Jersey to my home state of Pennsylvania, which for any of you geography buffs out there, you might remember in your training, in your studies. Those two states are connected. They touch each other. They play a little bit of 7 Minutes in Heaven. So how the fuck is it taking 7 days to get to New Jersey? Or from New Jersey to Pennsylvania? How the fuck has it been stuck in Carteret, New Jersey since December 10th? I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Anyways, sorry. I've now ranted about this like 3 separate times on this live stream. But I'm pissed, so can you blame me? Anyways, back to the shiny hub. I'm so annoyed. Someone in New Jersey's very happy typing on their keyboard right now. Yeah. They've probably got some like shitty fucking Logitech Office keyboard that they've just slapped some walnut wooden keycaps on. I'm so annoyed. I'm gonna have to go back into my fucking... I have to go to my backyard, chop down a walnut tree, and make these keycaps myself. If I want my dream keyboard. And you know, that's the thing. That's the thing that hurts me the most, is this is my dream keyboard. I've been saying it for years. That, like, my perfect keyboard would be all wooden. And I finally found all the parts to make it happen. And instead of letting a boy live his dreams, some crackhead in New Jersey is eating my keycaps like jerky. Just popping them in like Tic Tacs. God damn it, bro. So unlucky. It's okay. Honestly, I have had some packages take a long time to get here before. And Shiny Charmander doesn't exist, I swear. 18,000 resets and I'm still waiting for it. Well, now you got me scared. I don't like that. That feels like bad energy that you've just tried to, like, place upon me. It feels like the shiny hunting version of the movie It Follows. Like you're trying to pass on the demon to me. No, thank you. I don't appreciate that. Oh, 18,000 is crazy, though. Oh my god. It's also like... Good luck. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna need it. I feel like I've been cursed. You ever see those TikToks of, like... This is super niche. I don't know if anyone's gonna understand it. But it's these dudes who will go out and, like, pretend to put fake curses on people. And they'll usually do it to, like, very elderly, hyper-religious people. And I'll admit, it's not funny. It's fucked up. It's very fucked up, okay? It's mean. I think the only thing that makes me laugh a little bit, and makes it a little funny, is the fact that these, like, elderly people believe it. Okay? Like, the fact that they believe it is a little funny. But it's not funny, okay? It shouldn't be funny. It's not funny. But it is a little funny. But it's not. That's what this chat just turned into. I feel like you're trying to curse me. It feels a little bit like that TikTok trend. So, wait, what? I feel like we've talked about this in the chat before, and apologies that I forgot. But what system are you playing on again? And also, if you're playing on, like, physical hardware, how many are you playing on? Because if you're playing on, like, one Game Boy, and you've reset 18,000 times, that's insane. Also, I'm a little behind. My numbers got a little off. We're going to say the clicker is correct, because the clicker is usually the one that's correct. Oh, you okay? Okay. I won't lie. That makes me feel a little bit better. Because with the emulators, you can at least speed the game up a bit. I was so worried you were going to tell me that you were playing on like a Game Boy. And only one Game Boy at a time. And that you've been resetting for the last 2 years of your life. Like, I was really worried it was going to be worst case scenario. But I see the emulators, they bother me a little less because you can speed them up. It's like a trade-off. Like, I like the emulators because you can speed them up. And you can open, like, for example, multiple of them. When I used to shiny hunt on emulator, I would have, like, 6 windows open on my computer. 6 different tabs. But at the same time, I don't love playing on emulator because I prefer having the shinies on my physical cartridges. So it is a trade-off. I don't know. I'm always torn which I prefer. I think in my older years, as I'm becoming a slowly decaying, dying, elderly man, I'm slowly preferring like the physical copies of the game. But maybe that's, again, just because I'm getting old. The same way that, like, boomers prefer, like, a vinyl copy of an album instead of listening to it on Spotify like a normal person. Though vinyls are kind of making a comeback. It's almost, like, annoying, though. Like, vinyls are becoming gentrified. They're getting way too expensive. It's obnoxious. Like, vinyls are becoming like this hype beast type of merchandise. Where if you want to own a vinyl, you want to be one of the cool kids that has like the new Olivia Rodrigo album on vinyl. You gotta shell out $50-$60. That's unnecessary. I want my shiny starter so bad. Yeah, I was just making this rant earlier. Like, I'll admit, I was complaining a little. I'm not against complaining, okay? I am getting a little impatient. Because I just want to play the game already. Like, I'm getting desperate. I really, really want this shiny. Just so I can start playing the game. That's all I want. I think it doesn't help that, like, I have very little free time. And I work a lot. So I started this challenge like 3 months ago? Maybe longer. And we still haven't started playing the game. So I think because it's been drawn out over such a long period of time, it's also starting to test my patience. Is it possible to buy a Game Boy in 2025, 2026? I think so. I mean, now, I realize I'm lucky, and I have a really nice, like, mom and pop owned retro gaming shop just down the road from me. But they have a ton of Game Boys, DS systems, they have a couple DSIs, a couple 3DSs. Yeah, they have a ton of different systems. Ooh. I just dropped my controller. Hold up. Yeah, fix it. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check something, actually. I'm really curious. When did I start shiny hunting? My first... Okay, well, not my first ever shiny hunting stream. But my first ever Fire Red and Leaf Green shiny hunting stream. The first day that we started this challenge was back on September 7th. I think that's why I'm getting impatient. Justifiably so. I'm impatient about how long it's taking us to find the Charmander because we've been playing the same opening cutscene. We've been talking to Professor Oak and Gary's dumbass since September 7th. And I still haven't found a shiny, and I still haven't been able to start playing the game. Yeah, it makes sense now why I'm getting so impatient. Hey, what's up, Don? Nice to see ya. Sorry. Oh my god, hiccups. Jesus Christ. Okay. And you know, obviously, I've been playing other games since September 7th. We've been playing Stardew Valley. We've been playing Pokemon Legends CA, I should specify. We've been playing some Mario Kart here and there, Sonic Racing, but like, that hurts. That almost hurts to admit, to say out loud. We've been live streaming this series, this challenge, for 4 months, and we have yet to even find our starter yet, and therefore we have yet to even begin playing the game yet. Oh lord. It hurts. It hurts my soul. Haven't been in this chat a while. I know it's been a minute since I've seen ya. Been up to anything fun? Doing anything of note worth? I don't know what to say. Anything worth mentioning? Got any updates for us? Oh, that's weird. Why did it do that? Sorry. I'm gonna refresh my chat. It glitched out there for a second. I've just been sleeping. Feel that, brother. If I'm not working, I'm sleeping. Okay. I think the chat's fixed. Especially since school takes up a lot of time. Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel about work, bro. I've been trying to work OT lately, like pick up shifts, just to make some extra money. And use that extra money to buy myself keyboards that won't arrive because they're stuck in Carteret, New Jersey. Hate myself. Yeah, it's rough. Unlucky. I realize we've been kind of moving at a pretty slow pace tonight. I should probably pick it up. We might need to move a little bit faster. For Christmas, I'm getting Mario Kart Deluxe. And you know what? That's one of the best games of all time. I think that is the best racing game of all time, especially if you get the DLC with it. So, like, go off, brother. I think you'll really enjoy it. That is a very, very good game. We're listening to Mario Kart music right now because I love Mario Kart so much. Hands down, one of my favorite series of all time. Listen, I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, specifically. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is, like, the perfect racing game. It has so much content. The tracks are beautiful. The music is phenomenal. It feels really good to race in that game. Like, the traction, the way you drift, it all just feels right. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but, like, it's just perfect. Nintendo music's very good. I agree. Listen, I try not to glaze Nintendo sometimes because they can be a very, very evil company, but their music is phenomenal. I won't glaze the corporation, but I will definitely glaze the composers. Why did Xbox raise their price 3 times this year? I don't know. Did they raise it 3 times? I only know of one time they raised the prices that I can think of off the top of my head. Really? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Xbox is kind of fading out of the market. Like, if you looked back a couple years ago, the video game market was split. Well, I should clarify, the console market was split 3 ways. There was the big 3, Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox. And more, it's becoming the big 2, and it's just PlayStation and Nintendo. Xbox is slowly but surely fading out of the limelight and is no longer becoming it's no longer becoming a console company, and it has much less stake in the console market. And I think they're almost doing that on purpose. Maybe not on purpose, but like they're leaning into what does make them money. Exactly. Yeah, Microsoft doesn't need Xbox to do well. They're leaning into Game Pass and just games in general and less into consoles. So, like, while it's a bummer because I think competition is good, and I do think it sucks that there's one less console on the market to compete with PlayStation and Nintendo. There's one less console on the market to drive innovation and creativity. I think Microsoft kind of did it to themselves. Yeah, I do think they raised Game Pass recently, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know how much they raised the price of it, though. I don't know. I've never had Game Pass. I don't think I'll ever get Game Pass, 'cause I like owning the games that I have personally. Like, even if I don't own them physically, I want to own them. Like, as someone who's a big proponent of owning games physically, I am a bit of a hypocrite because my Steam account is chock full of digital games that I own, but at least I own them. Game Pass is just, it's another step away from that rule in my mind that I can't justify it. Like, it's already difficult for me to justify owning games digitally. Like, I have to, like, justify it to myself. I have to argue with myself internally to buy a game digitally because in my heart of hearts, I'd rather own it physically. So, by that logic, like if I have to argue with myself to buy a game digitally, I'm not buying a subscription service for games. Well, you own the license to play them. Sure. Yes. Yes. Depends on the platform you're using. That's why I don't like Nintendo. That's why I really don't like Nintendo, actually. That's why I don't like buying Nintendo games digitally, because with Nintendo, you are correct. With Nintendo, you are buying the license to play them, and I hate that. I fucking hate that. But that's not necessarily correct with, like, Steam. That's more of a game-by-game basis. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so, like, I'm not paying for a subscription service because I don't even own those games. And that bothers me. That irks me in a way. I think the sooner they tap out and everyone on Xbox swaps PlayStation, Nintendo will maybe start actually trying. Maybe. I don't know. There's an argument there that if PlayStation is a bigger threat, Nintendo will be more likely to innovate. But at the same time, I don't think Nintendo needs to innovate against PlayStation right now because they're in their own little niches. Like, Nintendo's console is more of a handheld than a console, whereas PlayStation's console is a console. That's, I think, the problem we're falling into. Is neither company needs to innovate, neither company needs to change, and neither company needs to do anything to better themselves or better their product for consumers. So both are just becoming dog shit, and it makes me annoyed. Like, both Nintendo and PlayStation are stuck in this cycle of fucking over their fans. And I don't know. Hot take, I'm not about it. I'm not happy about it. What other games should I get from Nintendo? Well, assuming you have a Switch, because you mentioned getting Mario Kart Deluxe, so I'm gonna go with the assumption you have a Switch. I don't know. It's tough. I'm gonna go with an underrated pick. I feel like a lot of people would just say the standard, like Breath of the Wild or Mario Odyssey. I feel like, and I'm gonna mess up the name of it because I haven't played it in so long. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. You should play Kirby and the Forgotten Land. That game is really good. It's not better than Breath of the Wild. It's not better than Mario Odyssey, but it's underrated. And if you ask anyone else, they're going to tell you Breath of the Wild anyways. Like, why would I be the 10th person to tell you play Breath of the Wild when I can be the one that tells you play Kirby and the Forgotten Land? That's a good game. That's a good game. What do you mean you don't know how to hook it up to your TV? Like, you don't know how to hook up the Switch to your TV, or? Because that wouldn't just be about Mario. Oh, you just need the dock. Yeah, you just need the dock. You bring up a very good point, my dearest Sonic Generation fan. That's something that makes me so sad. The Nintendo eShop being like on a life cycle of a couple generations of consoles. Like, for example, the 3DS eShop no longer existing was heartbreaking for me. I at least was smart and downloaded every game I'd ever bought before it went away. But, like, it's such a shame that a ton of 3DS titles that had only ever existed on the eShop, they were basically shovelware for the 3DS. And because they only existed on the 3DS and never existed anywhere else, they're now just erased from gaming history. Unless, you know, someone's preserved them on their console, or they've been preserved as, you know, an emulated file somewhere, like a ROM. I can't really use my words very well right now. I'm a little tired. But you know what I mean? Like, it annoys me heavily that when Nintendo just decides, fuck it, we're getting rid of this eShop for this platform, or this store for this console. Like, so many games just disappear. It's insane. What the fuck are we doing? Hey, thank you. I appreciate you. Have a nice night, my dearest Melon Wizard. I'll never forgive Nintendo for taking Four Swords Anniversary Edition away on the DSi. You know what's crazy? It's so crazy you mentioned that. I have that on my 3DS. That's one of those games that I downloaded before the 3DS eShop was shut down. We gotta play that together sometime, brother. I know you're going to bed. Go to bed. But then, after you go to bed, when you wake up tomorrow morning, we're gonna play that game together. When you wake up tomorrow, first thing we're doing in the morning is playing that game together. That's so funny you mentioned that. I hacked my 3DS in 2021, I think. I should... You know what I should do? I should hack the 3DS that I bought with the capture card. Maybe. See, I've always been too scared to hack my, like, limited edition Legend of Zelda 3DS because it's very expensive, as the limited edition console goes. It not only is expensive, but I've kept it in very good condition. So, like, it's pretty, it looks pretty, it plays pretty, and it's a system I don't want to fuck with, you know? But I bought this purposefully scuffed, purposefully shitty 3DS so I can install a capture card to it. Maybe we hack that one instead. It's not too hard. I did it, and look how dumb I am. You're not dumb, brother Brandon. Listen, you at least know how to play a video game or two better than most. You know how to play Fortnite Ballistic better than 90% of people. And that's impressive. Well, that puts you above being dumb on the bell curve. Like, obviously, a lot of the people that play that game are dumb, but you're still smarter than them. Like, here, I'll show you what I mean. We're gonna do a little pyrocynical Microsoft Paint moment. Did I say pyrocynical? I meant pirate software. I don't want to do a pyrocynical moment right now. I'm not really into fart porn. Sorry. I don't know why I made that joke. I actually do like pyrocynical, but it's not wrong. Anyways, so like when it comes to ballistic, the bell curve of stupidity kind of goes... I guess it wouldn't be a bell curve. How good someone is versus how stupid they are. Like, if stupid is up here and good at the game is down here on this graph, most people are stuck up here. Like, it plateaus for a while and then it drops off. And I would say I'll be... What are two colors that are like in love? What are two colors in love? Green and purple. I'll be green. No, we already used green for the graph. Fuck. We'll do pink and purple. I'll be pink, you be purple. Me and you are like right up here. That's us. So you're not stupid. You're smart. But most, I realize, the reason I made this funny little joke is because I realized when I told you that you're better than most ballistic players, that is not immediately a compliment. I had to clarify why it was a compliment, because you're right here. Most ballistic players, though, are really, really stupid, because they all fall under this category of being fucking morons. But I promise I meant it as a compliment. Most of them are fucking morons, though. Anyways. Where was it? What are we up to? We're up to 7188. The dock comes with the Nintendo Switch, Don. I don't know if I answered your question earlier. Apologies. I might have already answered that question, but I've already forgotten. So in case I didn't answer your question, the dock, yeah, it comes with the Switch. How do you hook it up? You just plug in the HDMI port to your TV, the AC adapter to an outlet, and if you want to plug in a USB port to a controller, you can do that too. But you really only need the HDMI and the AC adapter. That's it. Yeah, and then you put your Switch in the dock, and you can play on the TV with whatever HDMI port you plugged it into. So if you're an HDMI 1, just make sure your TV is on HDMI 1. If you're an HDMI 2, make sure your TV is on HDMI 2. And if you plugged it in to, like, I don't know, the AV out port, or if you get one of those Switch consoles with the three, like, AVI cords, the red, the blue, the yellow, like, just make sure you plug in all those colors accordingly. Sorry, the dumbass joke. That's an unk joke right there. Anyways, I keep getting distracted in tonight's live stream, and we are so slow. Like, we're almost at the 2-hour mark in this stream, and I've only done 196 resets. Granted, I did spend a hot, like, 30 minutes at the beginning of the stream editing our stream schedule in Photoshop, so we didn't actually start shiny hunting till, like, half an hour in. But, still, we're moving way too slow, so I need to pick up the pace. We gotta pick up the pace. I was about to say, when do they start giving those out? Not even the Wii U came with yellow, red, and white AV cables. Is becoming a moderator still on the table? I don't really... I mean, we said this before. I don't really need any more moderators right now. Plus, you kind of have to be a VIP first before you become a moderator. And you said it yourself. You did kind of abandon me for a hot minute, you know? Sorry. I don't mean to guilt trip you. Yeah. Yeah, we got like 3 mods in the chat already. Though one of them did just leave. Like, Melon Wizard just left, so I guess I could get rid of his moderator status for the night and give it to someone else temporarily. I would just have to give it back to him.
Next Among Us stream.
I'd have to give Melon Wizard his mod stat back by the morning. But like, Sam, if you want to be mod for the next 4 hours, I got you. When's the next Among Us stream? Okay. Listen, I actually would play Among Us again if we had enough people in the chat that would want to play it. Now, I'm talking like in the future, not right now. Jesus Christ. Unless we get the shiny right now. If we get the shiny right now, fuck it. I'll switch the stream to Among Us. If we get the shiny right now, the stream's becoming Among Us immediately. But I don't think I would ever play Among Us public lobbies again, because it was so stupid. It was mind-numbing. How do I become VIP? Well, I'm trying to find a nice way to say this. I promise that I mean this in a constructive way. But asking like 3 times in 10 seconds is not the way to do it. Like, you gotta give it time to breathe. I need to have more than 10 seconds to respond to your message. It's like, listen, and this is just a lesson for a lot of things in life. If you got a girl that you like, and you triple text her before she even responds, you're probably gonna lose some of your chances with her. Like, when I met my wife, I texted her, hey, you want to go get dinner? This is serious, by the way. This isn't a joke. I messaged her, like, you want to go get dinner? And she said yes. But if I texted her in 10 seconds, you want to go get dinner? Do you want to see me with my shirt off? Do you want to go swim in the river behind my house naked? In 10 seconds, she probably was going to block me. And then I wouldn't have ever gotten that first date. We would have never gone out to dinner. We would have never dated. We would have never gotten married. You know, we would have never got married. You got to give it time to marinate, you know? Go on that first date. Get dinner first. Let it simmer. And then after a couple months, then you take your shirt off. A couple more months, then you go swim in the river behind your house. Naked. Sorry. I'll swim in the river with you, Caleb. Thank you. Thank you. It's half a joke, but it's also half serious. Like, actions speak louder than words. Often. And that's such a cringe fucking statement. I hate that little cliche. But it's true. The people who got mod in my chat are people that stuck around for a long, long time. And they oftentimes did not ask for it. They earned it. Because they didn't need to ask for it. I think that's the important thing, actually. That's the most important sentence in my answer. The people who got mod didn't have to ask for it because they earned it. Same with VIP. The people who got VIP didn't have to ask, they earned it. And it just happens over time. Like, the more you show up, and the more of a... I think the biggest thing as well is just being a helpful, positive, and active member of the chat. Like, bringing a good vibe to the chat. That's all I care about. Like, I can always rely on Brother Brandon being here as moral and physical support for me. And I love that. I love that. Now, it does help that I know him in person. He has an unfair advantage over most of you. Most of you can't come to my bedside at a moment's notice. But, you know, he just got a good spawn. He got a good spawn. Lucky spawn. Insider trading. Oh shoot, I just nicknamed all of my Charmanders. Awkward. No, but sorry, going back to the Among Us question, I realized I didn't get to finish that topic. I used to play Among Us public lobbies, and it was so insane trying to, like, convince a group of toddlers that I saw someone kill. They self-reported right next to me. And then have to argue with them over text chat when most of them didn't even understand proper grammar yet. Like, a lot of them were still speaking and writing without proper proper nouns. Their sentence structure wasn't even complete. Orange sus. Yeah. Yeah. Using speech text with no autocorrect. Pretty much. It was funny. It did lead to some good content in the past, but it also was very annoying. Especially because, like, I'll admit, okay, I can admit this. I maybe took Among Us too seriously. Because as someone who loves, like, social strategic games, for example, I absolutely love the game show Survivor. It's my favorite reality game show, competition show, whatever you want to call it. Favorite of all time. I'm actually a little sad right now that I'm missing the Survivor finale that's currently live on TV right now as we're streaming. But it's fine. I'll watch it after the stream. Like, I love Survivor. I love games where you can make alliances or vote people out. Like, any game that has a voting mechanic and you can communicate and strategize with people in order to vote people out, it's immediately a top 10 game for me. I mean, I love Survivor so much. I literally played a version of Survivor online that lasted 38 days. 38 real-life days of playing Survivor. Like, I'm very much so addicted to that format and those types of games. So, I took Among Us very seriously, and that's low-key why I hated public lobbies, because it was impossible to play seriously and strategically in public lobbies. Good luck. Mine took 1 year. Currently trying for Eevee. I'm assuming you're doing the Eevee at the back of Celadon City. In the mall? Or is it on the roof of the mall or in the mall? I always forget. I'm assuming. Have you ever played Among Us with your life on the line? Yeah, I did 3 tours in Among Us. My uncle might have killed a couple Viettes in the war, but I've slaughtered hundreds in Among Us. Oh, man. Well, we'll keep going. We will keep grinding. To this day, I don't trust lime green. See, I played as Crimson, or was it Burgundy? Whatever the dark red color was called was the color I played as. Yeah, first time in digital copy was less than 100 soft resets. I don't have that type of luck now. That's rough. Shoot, I just nicknamed my Charmanders again. God, why do I keep doing this? Wasting so much time nicknaming Charmanders. Yeah, I wish I had the type of luck right now. Especially with this shiny hunt specifically. Of all the shiny hunts I'm going to do in this playthrough, this is the one I need the best luck on. Because it's the longest reset time. Like going through this opening cutscene and talking with Gary and Professor Oak and picking my starter, it just wastes so much. It takes so much time. Talking to Gary is a waste of time. But like comparing this shiny hunt to the next one I plan on doing in this game, which is Shiny Abra at the arcade corner, that's so quick. Because we can get like 50 plus Abra from the arcade corner every reset. Like, it's insane. You can just start buying them. Just buying them like they're gumballs out of a gumball machine. 1 Abra per quarter. You'll be rocking Charmander until the game corner? Not necessarily. That was my original plan, but we actually recently changed the plan. We're going to do something slightly different. So, my new plan is we're only going to be playing 3 copies of the game when we get to the arcade corner. Because I want to change my stream layout a little bit. I don't know. It's always been bothering me a little bit how not great the footage looks. I can admit that. Like, this is a $14 webcam pointed at 4 consoles. Obviously, it's not very crisp. And it's caused me a little bit of doubt, self-consciousness, whatever you want to call it. I'm not as happy with my content as I could be. So, my plan is, once we get the Charmander, we're going to mix it up a little. We're going to slightly change how we're going to lay this out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these systems and connect it to my capture card. And that's actually always been the reason why I've used the camera instead of my capture card. It's been my excuse almost, is I only have 1 capture card, so I can't plug it into all 4. But I still think it would be better, actually, moving forward, if we plug the capture card into one of these and have the screen captured footage over to the side here. Just push it over to the side. And then we'll have 2 systems that will still be recorded with this camera. Problem is, I won't be able to play one system on a controller because I'll need like a controller for the capture card. So one hand will be on this controller, and then I'll have one hand left for the systems. I won't have a third hand for the other systems. So that means we're going to be capped, basically maxed out at 3 systems. 1 for the controller, 2 for this hand. So these 2 are going to go away. And therefore, because I can only play 3 systems maximum, I'm going to play the 3 that we're not progressing in, if that makes sense. We're going to play the 3 that don't have the shiny Charmander, the 3 that we're not playing in the Let's Play. Again, I realize I'm repeating myself a lot. Hopefully it makes sense. And then we'll catch Shiny Abra on one of the 3 systems that doesn't have the Shiny Charmander. We'll catch Shiny Dratini on one of the 3 systems that doesn't have the Shiny Charmander. And we'll later trade the Shiny Abra over to the system that does have the Shiny Charmander. We'll trade Shiny Dratini over to the system that has the Shiny Charmander, and we're actually going to start playing the game with all of our Shinies at once. We'll start the game with all the Shinies instead of having to catch them periodically. Hopefully that made sense. Hopefully that explanation made sense. But the reason I'm not going to play all 4 moving forward, and once we get to the Abra Shiny Hunt, I'm going to stop playing 4 devices. It's because I think it would look better, and I think it would just be more engaging stream content, is if you guys actually had at least one game that you could watch that was screen captured with a capture card. Like, I want there to at least be one game that looks good. I don't care if we lose 2 consoles, as long as one game looks good. Because then who cares if these 2 look like shit? Who cares if we have a $14 webcam pointed at these 2 and they look like trash? Because we'll have at least one game that's screen capped with a capture card and it looks good. And I think that is justifiable. I would rather that. I'd rather play on 3 systems and have one of them look good than play on 4 systems and they all look bad. The only reason I haven't done that yet for Charmander is because with how long the Shiny Hunt is taking, I don't want to lose a console. I need every console I can get to find the Shiny. Charmander's taken way too long, so I have to use 4 consoles for Charmander. I need every bit of efficiency as I can get. Anything that can speed the Shiny Hunt up, I'm gonna do. If I could grow a 3rd hand, I would, so we could add 2 more consoles and play 6 at once. Like, I'm getting so impatient with this Charmander, I wish I could grow a 3rd hand. Shit, I'm about to just start guilt-tripping my wife into helping me Shiny Hunt so we can play 8 consoles at once. I'll do 4, she'll do 4. Because, like, I'm getting so impatient waiting for this Charmander to show up. I'm begging for this shiny Charmander. So yeah, you weren't wrong in the chat. My original plan was to just get the shiny Charmander and play with only shiny Charmander until we get to the game corner. But now, the plan is get the shiny Charmander, hold on to him, put that game away in storage for a little bit, and play the other 3 games up until the game corner. And we'll use those 3 games to get Abra and Dratini at the game corner, and then trade those Abra, those Dratini, over to the game that has the shiny. I like the new idea better, honestly. It keeps the true playthrough pure. I agree. I honestly, I feel the same way. And also, I kind of like the fact that we'll be able to just play the game from start to finish without having to stop to shiny hunt. Like, once we get all the shinies we want, once we get all the shinies we need, we can just start playing the game, and we don't gotta stop. We can just kind of enjoy it like as if it was a normal playthrough. Except it isn't a normal playthrough, because we'll have a green Dragonite and a black Charizard. Like, it's dope. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so cool. Litten and Froakia was hell for that reason. But Charmander, damn, took so much time compared to the other games. Yeah, like I said, I'm a little scared about some of the shiny challenges that I have planned for myself in the future. But I think we can maybe make them a little easier by planning ahead. like we were talking about earlier in the stream. It is kind of crazy how many different genres of music exist within the Mario Kart World soundtrack. Like, we've had this playing for the last 2 hours, and I felt like we've listened to every different genre that exists in the world. Any genre that exists, we've heard it. Like, what song is this, by the way? This is Swamp Desert from Mario Kart Wii. This is insane. The fact that they turned Swamp Desert from Mario Kart Wii into whatever genre this is crazy. I don't even know what to describe this as. I would describe this as, like, fantasy rock. Like, this would be a rock concert you would watch if you were, like, in the universe of the Lord of the Rings. Like, what is this? Is crazy. Like, the Shire is having a fucking mosh pit right now. They're doing the Wall of Death in the Shire. What is going on? This is crazy. And the fact that it's a Mario Kart song is insane. It's the cherry on top. I definitely feel like we need to pick up the pace tonight, though. I've been moving really slow, and I know I've said that a couple times already. A couple times tonight, I've already admitted we are going very, very slow. So I actually need to pick up the pace. The only problem is it's difficult for me to move quickly and, like, joke around with the chat, because sometimes I'll get distracted because I'm joking around with the chat. Like, I'll want to make a funny joke, but that funny joke comes at the expense of me taking my hands off of the games and, you know, using my hands as part of the joke. So, at the expense of me becoming a little bit more of a robot, a little less of a human with less human emotions, I'm going to try to speed up these resets and move a little bit more efficiently. We'll see. I'm just with the starters so I can play them chronologically. One old version like Fire Red, one new version like Let's Go Pikachu. Okay. So I can only play Fire Red and try for both. That's such an... Okay. I think I'm understanding what you're saying, and that is such an interesting concept. Huh. I feel like that's so time consuming though. I do not envy you, like, at all. That's kind of gotta suck. But at least it's impressive. Like, it's got bragging rights behind it. It's the same reason I'm trying to justify to myself why this shiny challenge will be worth it in the end. Like, once I finally beat this game with shiny Pokemon only, I'll be able to have the bragging rights to say that I did it. And I did it on physical hardware, without, like, an emulator, without speeding the game up, without cheating. Like, sometimes those bragging rights are all you need. And I don't say that because, like, I want to brag to other people. That's kind of toxic. Like, I'm not trying to be egotistical about it. I'm not trying to, like, go to my friends and be like, I'm a better shiny hunter than you. No, that's insane. I just want the bragging rights, like, for myself. Like, internally. For myself. Like, I don't know. For me, that's all I need. That's all I want. It's kind of like a bucket list thing for my gaming career. It's a gaming bucket list item. So, yeah, I definitely don't envy you, but I can somewhat relate to you. Would they say, what the hell is a shiny? Are you a crow? Yeah, I start bragging to my friends who don't understand Pokemon about how I'm a shiny hunter, and they think that I'm, like, role-playing as a crow. I grow to... I go to conventions and I LARP as a crow. Honestly, my persona would be a crow. Actually, that's a lie. My persona would be a horseshoe crab. Because horseshoe crabs are the greatest animal to ever exist. But that's beside the point. The greatest creature to ever exist. They're God's perfect creature. You know, I saw they released a new Minecraft Bedrock server today, and it was called, like, Mob Maze or something. I tried playing it. It was kind of cool, but I feel like a problem that I've noticed with a lot of the new Minecraft Bedrock servers is also a similar problem that I've noticed to a lot of sandbox games lately, where they'll put out game modes that just feel like glorified mini games or games that have no substance to them. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe people will disagree with me about this, but I feel like a lot of games you'll see on Minecraft servers nowadays, or Fortnite custom worlds, or Roblox games you see, are mini games that are very repetitive. Like, one of the most popular games right now is Steal a Brain Rot. It's just a very repetitive gameplay loop that is not anything that actually exciting. Or you'll get games that, like, Minecraft just released, this Mob Maze, and it's cool, but there's, like, no real story behind it. You're just exploring a maze and avoiding death from mobs and traps. It's like if the Maze Runner books existed in Minecraft, but there was no story behind it. Like, what's the point? And I don't know, I feel like I don't know. It's a problem that's been bothering me for a while, because these are games that are so popular. They're the most popular games out there. Like Roblox, Fortnite, Minecraft have the biggest player bases of any video game. And therefore, the majority of gamers are playing things like Steal the Brain Rot or Minecraft Mob Maze, which, while they're not bad games, they're not good games. And I think it's just lowering the bar, and it's almost like lowering expectations for the new generation of gamers of, like, what a good video game should be. And it's allowing developers to put out increasingly worse games with less substance and less story, as long as the game is able to kind of get you addicted to the loop of stealing a fucking strawberry elephant. Like, I don't know. Again, I'm conflicted about it because, like, at its core, like, Steel of Brainrot or Minecraft Mob Maze aren't bad games. I think it's just disheartening because there's so many better games out there, and no one's playing them. Like, it just makes me sad for game developers who put time into making, like, genuinely good games with great stories and amazing lore. And instead of those games getting attention and getting the love they deserve, the most popular things out right now are Steel of Brainrot. It's a shame. Come on, we need that little star. Shiny, 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 shiny. That's the hype I needed, honestly. Oh, shoot. Steel of Brainrot is not fun. I don't think it's still... Okay. I wouldn't call it fun, but I don't think it's bad. Like, that's why I'm conflicted. Because I'm not trying to just, like, talk shit about, like, what is popular. You know, that's easy. It's easy to just go online and be like, haha, Steel of Brainrot sucks. Like, Gen Alpha's stupid as fuck. Like, that's easy. But, like, I'm trying to at least have some nuance about it because there is some worth in the games that are coming out nowadays. Like, it's actually very fitting. You wrote Skibbity in the chat because I do think, oddly enough, the Skibbity toilet, like, meme is one of the few Gen Alpha memes that I think is good. Because it has a fuck ton of lore. It's like... It's insane how much story went into something that's so stupid on the surface. But behind the face value, if you like peer behind the curtain, it's got an insane amount of lore. It's impressive. So again, I try to give credit where credit is due. I don't try to just be the fucking, like, I don't know. I'm not trying to just be this 27-year-old dude that talks shit about everything that everyone who's younger than me likes. You know? Because that's not intelligent, nor is that original. Most people who are older online talk shit about everything that is younger than them anyways. So it wouldn't be original content, nor would it be true to how I actually feel. Like, there are things that are, like, Gen Alpha that I don't understand, but I can appreciate. But what I can't fully appreciate is how video games are almost becoming over simplified, and they're losing a lot of their soul. And I think sandbox games have a lot to do with that. Like, I don't know. I feel I not to be a hater, because I do love Minecraft. I do love Fortnite. But I think games like Minecraft, like Fortnite, and even Roblox are having a negative impact on games. Because why would you go out and play a good racing game like Mario Kart or Sonic Racing when you can go play a shitty knockoff of those games in Roblox? Or why would you go out and play a good... I'm trying to think of another example. Sorry, my brain is like fried right now. I literally can't think of anything else. Give me a second. It's like on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it. Why would you go out and play a good roguelike game like Dead Cells or Hades when you can go play a shitty knockoff on Minecraft, aka Minecraft Soul Steel? Like, that's a shitty Minecraft version of a roguelite. But it's becoming popular. Like, these things are popular. Like, well, yeah, like Guitar Hero versus Fortnite Festival. Like it's it's disappointing. It's almost heartbreaking to see that these shitty knockoffs of other games are getting more popular than some of the originals. Because I think it's often due to the accessibility of it. Like, it's easy access. People can download Fortnite for free, and now they have free access to a shitty version of Guitar Hero or a shitty version of Mario Kart. I've personally played the shitty version of Mario Kart that exists in Fortnite, and like, it's not good. But like, if you don't want to go buy Mario Kart, sure, go play it in Fortnite instead. It's free. And like, I can't stop you, but I can be a little sad to watch people play worse versions of games. And I'm mostly just sad because games that are good are being kind of left in the shadows. Like, I feel like it's almost become a priority to focus on making game modes within Roblox or game modes within Fortnite instead of developers putting energy into their own standalone projects. And like, it's sad to see. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just, as someone who loves indie games, it is very sad to see a lot of indie projects fall into the void and just be completely forgotten about, while games like Steel of Brain Rot become the most popular game of all time. At least most popular game right now. Most popular game in our current day. That's frustrating for me. This is where we find out Caleb's a Skibidi Toilet super fan. Not a super fan, but like, I did a little bit of research about it when I don't know, a lot of people my age were talking shit about it when it was first getting popular, and I like to at least educate myself and try to learn a little bit about the thing that I'm either going to talk shit about or praise before I do so. I don't like giving blind praise to something, nor do I like talking shit about something without experiencing or learning about it firsthand. With very few exceptions, you know? Like, for the most part, I try to do my due diligence. And when I did research about Skibidi Toilet, I was shocked that, like, it had so much lore and so much story put into it. To the point where it actually kind of won me over. Like, I'm not a fan, but I'm glad that something being made for kids nowadays actually had effort being put into it. Because it does feel like a lot of content for, like, Gen Alpha is slop. A lot of content nowadays for the Gen Alpha and soon to be, like, Gen Beta, like, these modern generations of kids, they're just being fed slop. And I worry for them. Like, I'm actually very worried for them. But Skibidi Toilet was, like, one of the few ones where I was like, okay, this isn't complete slop. Like, someone actually put effort into this. I have 30 and I feel like a kid. Spyro will always be a top tier game. Spyro, I love Spyro. Spyro is one of those games that I love, yet I've never played on stream. I don't know why. There's a couple games in that list. For example, I love Final Fantasy. I've never played a Final Fantasy game to completion on stream. We started playing Final Fantasy IX back in 2015. Never finished it. Usually, the excuse I give is because I took like a year-long break from stream. And that's true. I did take like a year-long break from streaming in 2016. I started playing Final Fantasy in 2015. Stopped streaming in 2016. But I could always go back and play it again. I don't know why I haven't gone back and played it again. You forget about them stealing their parents' credit cards to buy in-game purchases to make them cooler. And that's why I'm not having kids. I can't have kids because I can't have them stealing my credit card information. I need that credit card information so I can waste my money on Counter-Strike skins. No, I've been trying to play less Counter-Strike. It's like an addiction, honestly. But I will tell you all this. If they add cash to the game, which is very likely going to happen soon, especially because Counter-Strike literally purchased the rights to the map cache from the map creator. So when they add cash to the game, not if, when they add cash to the game, we will probably do like an 8-hour live stream just playing cash over and over and over again. I will just play that map on repeat because that is my favorite Counter-Strike map. Not only is it my favorite Counter-Strike map, that is my favorite map from any shooter game ever. I think Cash is like the perfect tactical shooter map. It's so good. It's so good. I love Cash. I think Cash is beautiful. Yeah, it's great. I really only like one map more than Cash, but it's less competitive. I only like it more because it's prettier. And it's also themed to a zoo. So it's got like cool animals, but it's not better. It's not more like it is strategically a mess. The map I'm talking about is literally called Zoo in Counter-Strike, but strategically, Zoo is not good. Strategically, Cash is perfect. I think it is the perfect map. I'll be lurking. Hey, thank you for the lurk, Drac. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah. Cash, it's been too long, you know? It's been like that long lost lover, that missed connection. Because, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to go into a little bit of Counter-Strike lore, whether you like it or not. Cash was in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, CSGO. And then when they updated CSGO to Counter-Strike 2, very similar to how like Overwatch got updated to Overwatch 2, they just updated the base game. It's still the same game. When they updated CSGO to CS2, they removed Cash from Counter-Strike. It's not a CS2 map. And therefore, since Cash has not existed in Counter-Strike 2, we haven't been able to play it officially, legitimately, for over 2 years. And that has been heartbreaking for me. It's been a very long, strenuous 2 years. And Counter-Strike recently purchased the rights to the map cache from the map creator, because cache was one of the few maps, at least early Counter-Strike maps, that was in the game that was not made by Counter-Strike, or they didn't at least own the rights to. I should clarify. Like, of all the active duty CSGO maps, Cache was one of the only ones that Valve didn't own the rights to. And that's probably why it didn't get carried over to CS2, because they didn't want to keep paying a licensing fee for it. But now they own the map, and it's just a matter of time until they add it to the game. In fact, I'm shocked they haven't added it to the game yet. I'm assuming they're just trying to optimize it and potentially fix any bugs or graphical errors that might exist in the map. A lot of people assumed that they were waiting to add the map into the game until after the most recent tournament, because obviously they don't want professional players to be playing a map that wasn't in the game for the last 2 years in a tournament that literally just happened a week ago. Like, that would be unfair to the pros. But now that that tournament just wrapped up, now that the major wrapped up last week, maybe we can add cache to the game soon? Valve, please? I'm begging. I'm hoping, because if they add, dude, if Valve adds cache back to Counter-Strike in the near future, I'm not exaggerating. I would play Counter-Strike on stream for 8 hours straight and just play the map cache over and over and over again. I miss it. I miss it so much. Oh shoot. The game's got out of sync. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. Oh man. I think I'm a little biased though, because Cache was also like my best map. Cache is one of the only maps where I feel confident playing the A site on defense, the B site on defense, the A site on offense, the B site on offense. Hell, I can even play middle. Like, I just feel so good on every element of that map. Anywhere on that map, I'm good. I feel confident. I feel like I can succeed on that map. I can't say the same for literally any other map. The next best map for me in Counter-Strike is Mirage. On Mirage, I think I'm good at A and B on both attacking and defending, but I'm not very good at playing middle. I can attack middle, but I cannot defend middle very well. So Mirage, I'm almost perfect. I'm 5 for 6. When it comes to, positioning on the map at least. And there's other maps that I feel pretty confident on, like Nuke. I feel pretty good on Nuke. I'm very confident defending outside and attacking outside on Nuke. I'm very confident attacking B and defending B on Nuke. I'm very confident defending A on Nuke, but I'm not confident attacking A on Nuke. So again, 5 for 6 on Nuke. What's another map I like? Overpass. I really, really like attacking and defending B on Overpass. I like defending A on Overpass. I don't really like attacking A on Overpass. There's no real mid on Overpass, so that's 3 for 4. Like, most maps, I'm confident in a lot, but not everything. Cache is the only exception. Cache is the only map in Counter-Strike where I feel perfect at every element of that map. I feel like it is a map that I am best at. The only map that I can play perfectly. And it hasn't been in the game for 2 years, and that breaks my heart. There's been some other maps that have come and gone that I liked. There was a map called Thrill that was in the game for a very short period of time. That's themed to an amusement park. I liked that map, obviously, because it was themed to an amusement park. And I was also pretty good at it, but it wasn't perfect. Competitively, the map design was a little weird. Yeah, it had some odd choices that made it strategically a little imbalanced. There's a map called Sub-Zero that actually reminded me very much so of the map Icebox from Valorant, except Icebox came out after Sub-Zero. So Sub-Zero was almost like the inspiration for Icebox. Now the map designs are very different. The way they're laid out is very different. The reason they remind me of each other, though, is in the art styles. The art styles are very similar. And I liked Sub-Zero a lot as well. That was a fun map to play when it was in the game for its one operation. Yeah, I think it was only in the game for one operation. There was another map that was only in the game for custom maps. It was never in an operation, and therefore it was never playable officially. And that was DE_pit. I really like DE_pit. I think that map's super cool. The CT spawn was dope because it was a literal elevator that you got to slowly ride down as the round began. What else? I love Biome. Biome was a really cool map themed to a plant and I can't think of the word right now. It's escaping me. Give me one sec. Biome was a Counter-Strike map themed to this research facility in the middle of an African desert. It was like this giant dome in the desert. And inside the dome housed like a bunch of different plants and other natural resources that they tested and studied. And that's why it was called Biome, because they had their own biome in the middle of the desert. I thought that was really cool. It was a map I was very good at as well, which is why I liked it. And it was also pretty. It was a very pretty map. What other maps were good back in the day that don't exist in Counter-Strike now? There were so many maps that existed in Counter-Strike that are not in Counter-Strike 2. I don't think this map is good, but I like it, and that's Dust 1. The original Dust. Before Dust 2, there was Dust 1. Dust 1 is not good. Competitively, it is atrocious. It makes no sense the way the map is laid out. To get to the A site is so stupid. It's stupid. It just doesn't make sense. So, yeah, that map is terrible, but I do like the map, actually. I have a lot of fond memories with that map. I have kind of the same feelings about the original Aztec. The original Aztec is not a great map layout, I can admit, but I love the original Aztec. Great map. Like, I don't know, man. I would almost argue that I prefer the original Aztec over an what is it called right now? Oh my god, I can't think of it. What is the remake called? For some reason, my head just keeps saying Anubis, 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 even though I know it's not Anubis. What is it called? I'm having like a blank. My brain can't think of it. My brain just keeps repeating Anubis. I know it's not Anubis. Stop thinking that. Like, my brain is short-circuiting and just repeating the word Anubis, even though I know that's wrong. Oh my god, I can't think of it right now. I have to Google it. This is so sad. My brain is actually short-circuiting, though. It's called Ancient. Oh my god. Yeah. I would almost argue that I prefer the original Aztec over Ancient. Just for nostalgia's sake. I know Ancient is better, and I actually like Ancient. I don't like Anubis. Fun fact. I don't know why my brain kept repeating the word Anubis, because I hate Anubis. Maybe that's why. It was a trauma response. My brain was having a trauma response to that terrible map. I really don't like Anubis. But I do like Ancient. Ancient's fine. I just, you know, I like Aztec too. I thought Aztec was cool. I'm okay with the current map pool. I think the current version of Train is worse than the original Train, which sucks. Bums me out a little bit. I think Anubis sucks. Inferno's good. It's always been good. Mirage is good. Always been good. Dust 2 is good. It's a literal classic. Always been a classic. Ancient's fine. I think Overpass is at a really good spot now. They don't need to change anything more. Like, they're good. It's good. They always try to tweak little things with Overpass. We can stop. Overpass is good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the current map pool. I almost forgot Vertigo. Fuck Vertigo. We could get rid of Vertigo. I literally, speaking of trauma response, I blocked it out because I hate Vertigo so much. Yeah, if I had any say, I would get rid of Vertigo and replace it with Cash in the current Counter-Strike map pool. I hate Vertigo so much. I think it's the worst map, not only in the current Counter-Strike map pool, but I think it's the worst map that has ever existed in Counter-Strike 2. Like, especially the current version of it. I think the current version is so stupid. It's so bad. The way they redesigned the A site is terrible. I hate it. I hate it, bro. I hate Vertigo. It really just sucks. If I had to get rid of 2 maps, like, okay, if I had full control over the Counter-Strike map pool, I would get rid of 2 maps, keep 5 of the current ones. I would keep the 5 that I would keep are Dust 2, Inferno, Overpass, Ancient, and Mirage. I'm getting rid of Anubis and Vertigo because I think Anubis is annoying and I just don't like it personally. I'm biased though, I can admit that. I just suck at Anubis. But fuck Vertigo. Vertigo sucks. That's not a biased statement. It is a bad map. So I'm getting rid of Anubis, I'm getting rid of Vertigo. I'm replacing Vertigo with Cash. Cash is just a good map. What would I replace Anubis with? That's a tough question. What would I replace Anubis with? Actually, I think I know. I just don't remember the name of it right now. I don't remember how it's spelled. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Tuscan. I would replace Anubis with Tuscan, I think. Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot about Train. Wait, are there 8 maps in the current rotation? I thought there were only 7. I think they got rid of Train from the current rotation. That's awkward. Let's Google it real quick. Counter Strike active duty maps. Did they get rid of Train? Oh no, they got rid of Vertigo. Oh good, fuck Vertigo. Vertigo got removed from the active duty. It got replaced with Train. Oh, good. Fuck Vertigo anyways. Okay, then we're fine. We don't need to add Tuscan. Okay, and in this hypothetical world that I'm creating in my mind only, we don't need Tuscan. Tuscan's fun, though. I like Tuscan. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at this list of every Counter-Strike map ever. I also love Austria. Austria was a fun map. Great little map. Zoo. So many good maps. Santorini. Biome. Season. Mutiny. Sub-Zero. Ruby. Black Gold sucked, but I thought it was fun. So many fun maps. Thrill. DE_light. Oh, I miss it. I miss some of these maps, bro. These maps were so good. Sorry, I got distracted. We'll go back to playing the game. Okay. We have our final answer then. It took me a minute to get to the final answer, but we have a final answer. Of the current 7 active duty maps in Counter-Strike, I would only replace 1. Because I thought Vertigo was one of them, but Vertigo already got kicked out of the active duty. Thank God. Hate Vertigo. But because Vertigo isn't currently in active duty, there's only 1 map that I would replace, and it's entirely a biased choice, because I don't like this map and I suck at this map. And that's Anubis. I would get rid of Anubis and replace it with Cache. I love Cache, and I think Cache is one of the best maps of all time. So my 7 active duty maps, right now at least, would be Dust 2, Overpass, Inferno, Mirage, Train, Ancient, and Cache. Now, those are not my 7 favorite maps of all time. That's a different list, and that would take me way longer to decide. I don't want to waste y'all's time doing that. That would be a different list for a different day. But like my 7 favorite maps ever, Cache would be on there, and so Mirage. I love Mirage, but like I don't know what the other 5 would be. That's a tough one. It's a tough one to figure out. I think I actually had a list written down the other day. Not the other day, sorry. I found a list the other day that I written down a long time ago. Should clarify. I wrote this list down a long time ago of what some of my favorite maps would be. On this, might be on this little notepad. No, this notepad is blank. Thought maybe it would be on this. I thought I found a list the other day. I don't know where it went. I definitely found a notepad that I'd written down video ideas in, and one of those video ideas was my 7 favorite Counter-Strike maps of all time. Don't know where it went though. Also, not gonna lie to y'all, I am starting to have to pee. Like, I gotta piss. So, we gotta speed this up. This stream's gotta pick up the pace. I'm gonna start speedrunning. We're still, dude, we're not even the last 100. Oh, piss, girl. I don't want to put the stream on pause just to go pee. Especially when we're 128 resets away. Yeah. We're 128 resets away from being done. So let's just bang out these last 128 resets. As quick as I can. Even if I have to go mute, you know, even if I have to go silent. I'm not talking to y'all the rest of the stream. I'm kidding. Just whatever I gotta do to go extra fast. Iron bladder. You know what's crazy? When I was streaming, like, I'm talking years ago when I first started, I would literally try my best to never use the restroom on stream because I thought it was unprofessional and I, like, didn't want to interrupt the pacing of my live streams. Looking back, that's crazy. That's an insane thing to do. One, because, like, streaming isn't even my job yet, and I was treating it like... I'm talking back when I first started. Back when I was in, like, high school. And I had so much passion for content creation back then that I literally didn't even want to take restroom breaks. And again, that's crazy because it wasn't even my job. And even if it was my job, you still get bathroom breaks at your job. Like, when you go to work, you're allowed to use the bathroom. But I think one thing that helped break that habit was when I stopped caring about streaming so much. Now, there were also negative side effects to that. Like, once I got to college and I stopped caring about content creation, I also didn't really stream much anymore. I stopped uploading YouTube, and I think the quality of my content dipped a little bit. But now that I'm an adult, I've kind of reached a happy medium between those two extremes, where, like, I care, but I'm also not taking it so seriously that I'm gonna piss myself on stream. Like, I will take a bathroom break if I need to. Like, looking back at, like, my high school self, I was a stupid person. I was insane. I can't use the bathroom on stream. I'm not allowed to pause the stream. I gotta be on camera, active, engaging, 24/7. I don't know, man. There were times I was on platform and nobody would replace me for the bathroom break. That is also a little true. I don't miss that part of my old job. Our old job together. Asking for a bathroom break and then someone just forgets about you. They never show up to replace you. Yeah, I don't know. Thankfully, for this stream at least, I think I can get the last 100 resets done before I piss myself. I think we'll be okay. I do love some Mario Galaxy music, let me tell you. Speaking of games I love but I've not played on stream, Mario Galaxy. How have we not played that on stream yet? There's a dog. My dog has joined us for probably 2 seconds to drink water, and then he'll very likely leave to go back in the living room with my wife. Hello, dog. How are you, dog? Are you leaving now? Yep, he's turning around. Goodbye, dog. My brother legit deleted my save file of Mario Galaxy. I would cry. I remember one time my sister deleted my save on Pokemon Ruby that had, at the time, 300 hours in it. I think nowadays it has 400. Thankfully, though, she didn't know how to play the game, and she didn't overwrite the save. But I found her playing my copy of Pokemon Ruby on my Game Boy, and she was at the beginning of the game, like, choosing her starter, and my brain immediately went into a rage. Like, you started a new game, you deleted my 300 hours of work. I was fucking livid. And I was like a kid too, so I remember like being a little, probably unjustifiably angry, and my reaction definitely wasn't nice. Like, I remember ripping the Game Boy out of her hands, turning it off, and now she's mad at me because I just deleted her save file. And I remember like frantically turning it back on to see if my save file was still there. Like, I turned her game off so fast before she could ever think of overwriting my save. "10 minutes versus 300 hours. Yeah, I was so pissed. And I would have been even more pissed if she actually did delete those 300 hours. Thankfully, it did not happen. I would still be mad to this day if it did happen. Because that copy of Pokemon Ruby is the Pokemon game I have the second most hours in, behind Pokemon White. I have 500 something hours in Pokemon White. But Pokemon Ruby, I got like 400. Those are also the only two games where I, technically completed the Pokedex. In Pokemon White, I caught every Pokemon. In Pokemon Ruby, I didn't catch every Pokemon, but I did see every Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon White, I completed the Pokedex, both obtained and seen. Pokemon Ruby, I completed the Pokedex only seen. Which is also why I have so many hours in those games, because I was literally grinding, trying to catch them all. Okay. We got 100 resets left. That's 25 resets total. 25 hard resets. 100 Charmanders. I don't know how to word it differently. We have 25 hard resets, 100 Charmander resets. I don't think soft resets would apply. I don't think soft resets would be the accurate word. I have to get hard 25 times and soft 100 times. Sorry. Anyways, now we only gotta do 24 times. You know, speaking of save files getting deleted, though, that did remind me of a save file that one of my sisters successfully deleted, which was my Mario Kart Wii save file. That still annoys me to this day, even though I don't even have that copy of the game on me. I think it's still at my parents' house, because it was the family Wii, and therefore it was the family copy of Mario Kart Wii. But even though I don't have the copy of the game at my house right now, it's at my parents' house, it annoyed me because I had a 100% save file on that game. I fully 100% every Grand Prix, every time trial, everything. And one of my sisters deleted my save. And I was so salty. Was that when you became an only child? No, that's just when I finally decided to move out. So they could stop fucking with my shit. That's a funny joke, though. God. Oh, man. I wonder how late it's gotten. It's been live for over 3 hours. What time is it? Hello? Oh my god, my Microsoft... I hate Windows 11. It wouldn't open my taskbar, so I couldn't look at the time. It's 11:51. Was that so difficult? I had to hit the Windows key to open my taskbar. I hate the way Windows 11 works, and I specifically hate the way the taskbar works. And I know I complain about this in almost every live stream. I'm so sorry. It's probably getting redundant and it's getting boring for y'all to have to listen to me complain about it in every live stream. But like, I just don't understand why the taskbar is now so inconsistent and inconsolable. Like, hey, taskbar, can you open for me? I want to check one of my tabs. Or I want to open the calendar. No. We're closed right now. Sorry. The taskbar won't be open again for the next hour. If you really, really need it, if it's an emergency, and you must absolutely use the taskbar, I guess you can hit the Windows key. What the fuck do you mean? Like, I hate it. Oh, I hate this bitch ass. Oh, I hate the taskbar now. Or, so like, you might be thinking to yourself, well, why don't you just use the version of the taskbar that's always permanently on your screen? Because that shit sucks too. It fucks up the, like, ratio of your screen and the way the icons appear on your desktop. It's insane, because that didn't exist in Windows 10. It didn't work like that in Windows 10. They just made the taskbar so stupid in Windows 11. I don't understand why. I'm constantly being triggered by a taskbar. And I don't know what that says about my life, but it can't be anything good. And I'm sad about that. I don't even know what song that was that just played, but that was a bop. That was so sick. Alright, we got 20 more hard resets. We're blazing through this, boys. We got this. 420. Haha. Funny. Funny number. Remember back when I said I wanted to get the shiny before the end of the year? I'm slowly starting to come to the realization that's probably not going to happen. Just a little sad about it. I think the reason I'm mostly sad about it is because with not getting the shiny, it's pushing back this playthrough, which is pushing back other playthroughs. For example, I was gonna open my Minecraft server in January, and that might get pushed back to February now, which is a bit of a bummer. But that's okay. I kind of need more time to work on it anyways. I was just talking earlier in the stream, ranting, basically. I went on this long rant about how I feel like a lot of games nowadays are very soulless. They don't have much of a story or plot to them. And it's almost like playing a mini game over and over again, like Steal the Brain Rot, for example. And I realized, like, my Minecraft server, I wanted to have an adventure mode in it and have like a game within the server, a game within the game. And the more I thought about it, like, I don't have enough in it yet to be proud of it. Like, I want there to be more of a story. I want there to be more lore. Or else I would just be a hypocrite who's doing the same thing that I just ranted about in this same stream. I want there to be more of a story. I just don't quite know what I want the story to be yet. I'm very torn. What a great song. We're getting some absolute bangers now to end out the stream. It'd be really cool if we could get a shiny to close out the stream as well. I'm just saying. Hot take, you know. Getting a shiny at the end of the stream kind of be quirky and random. We got 16 hard resets left as well. Including this one. Not including this one, we got 15 left. That sounds a little bit nicer. It's a bit of a more even number. Well, I guess it literally isn't. It is not an even number. Whereas 16 is an even number, but 15 sounds like a more even number. You know what I mean? Alright, now we have 15 left. It's definitely getting late though, man. I need to go to bed. Good thing we only got 15 hard resets left. Perfect time to get a shiny with only 15 resets left. Come on, man. You know you want to show up at the end of the stream here. Be the perfect time. I'm also excited for tomorrow's stream because I feel like we've been making a lot of really good progress in Stardew Valley to the point where I'm actually starting to get really confident that we might be able to beat that game in 2 years. It might take us 3, but if I really, really try hard, I could do it in 2. And I mean 2 in-game years, I should clarify. But, like, that's still impressive. I feel good about that. We're moving very efficiently in that game. I don't know. I feel like I could probably beat the game in 2 years, but I'd have to cut a couple corners. Not like cheat. I wouldn't have to do that. But I mean, like, there's some things that I wanted to do for fun that I wouldn't be able to do. For example, in the last Stardew stream, we talked about maybe making a giant corn maze. And I do think that would be really cool. But that's something I wouldn't be able to do until year 3. However, I'm kind of okay with waiting until year 3 just to make a giant corn maze. Like, that is so cool. It's so cool. It'd be a little difficult to make, though. We'd have to plan it with sprinklers in mind so the crops don't die. Because obviously I'm not watering a giant corn maze every morning. And therefore, to design a corn maze that has sprinklers factored into the design, it's tricky. We can do it. I'd just have to... It would be a lot of planning ahead of time. A lot of planning ahead of time. We'd also definitely need iridium sprinklers. So we'd have to do a lot of mining, specifically in the Skull Cavern, to have the items in order to make it. But I believe in us. I think we'd be fine. I also, like I said, I just think it'd be really cool if we made a giant corn maze. Especially because we're playing on the default farm, which has the most tillable land, so we could make the corn maze bigger than any other farm in that game. Like, it could be as big as possible. So the opportunities are just endless. I don't know, man. It could be so cool. I don't know. I have so much, like, creativity and ideas when it comes to what we could do with this corn maze. I'm so excited. I have a lot of ideas. Very excited. We also, fun fact, only have 10 hard resets left. We're coming to a close here at the end of the stream. And you know, if there's ever a better time to get a shiny, besides the literal beginning of the stream. It's the end of the stream. And I say that every stream, and it never happens. But the last 10 resets are the perfect time to get a shiny. So maybe, just maybe, we'll get a shiny here in the final 10 resets. Never know. Shoot, these capes are getting out of sync. I really thought that was going to be the one, I'm not going to lie. I don't know why. I just believed. Sometimes my optimism gets the better of me. I'm really vibing at this music right now. Closing out strong here. We're moving very fast as well. I think this is the best efficiency we've had the entire stream. For a second, I thought the numbers didn't match up on the counter versus the clicker. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything adds up. We're chilling. We got 6 resets left, including this one. I do appreciate everyone who showed up to the stream, by the way. Thank you for the sub. I know I already said thank you, but thanks again. Sonic Generation fan. I appreciate, honestly, everyone who's been subbing lately and the follows we've been getting. I feel like the last week has been very, very, I don't know, high in activity when it comes to following, subs, YouTube subs, and just overall chat interactivity. I don't know. It means a lot to me. That's all I'm trying to say. I appreciate it. Anyways, we're down to the wire here. 5 resets left. What are the odds? What do we think the odds are of getting a shiny in the last 5 resets? How are we feeling? Come on. I'm still optimistic. I don't know why. I think it's always the end of these streams. I just start to believe, like a child on Christmas morning, that I'm gonna have a miracle go my way. That Santa's gonna magically teleport down the chimney and give me a gift. The gift of a shiny. Close. Alright. Not gonna lie, Loki just zoned out there for a second. I was just like bopping my head to the music. Literally just vibing to the music. I don't think I talked for like 30 seconds, I'm so sorry. That was probably the longest period of time on the stream where I went silent. I apologize. Just genuinely zoned out. But we are getting to the end of the stream, so my mind is kind of wandering. I'm thinking about what I might have for dessert. Thinking about sleep. Thinking about going to piss after this. I got a lot on my mind, you know? And only 2 resets left, so almost over. You know, I'm a little sad we didn't get the shiny today. But at the same time, my prediction of 8008 is still alive, so if anything, I'm not shocked, because we weren't gonna get the shiny today. We're not gonna get the shiny until we get to 8008. That's still over 500 away, so we got a ways to go, brothers. Alright. Last reset of the stream here, boys. What are the odds that we get the literal miracle reset? The miracle shiny on the last reset. I doubt it. It's only ever happened to me one time in the history of my shiny hunting career, but even then that doesn't really count because it was a shiny Absol and I was hatching eggs, so it was like the last 6 eggs I had in my party. It wasn't the last egg I hatched, it was the last party of eggs, which I guess by that same logic this wouldn't really count because it's 4 Pokemon we're resetting all at once. But I would argue this counts more because we're playing 4 systems at once. Like, we're putting in extra work. We're putting in extra work just to get less rewards because we still don't have a shiny. Oh my god. 7,500 resets is what we're up to officially. Let me update that on the counter as well. 7,500 resets, no shiny. I'm salty because I'm impatient, but in all reality I shouldn't be salty considering the odds are 1 in 8,192. 8,192. So technically we're not at odds yet. We're technically not unlucky yet. I'm just impatient. It's okay. Everything's okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I've never been mad before in my life. Regardless, I appreciate everyone who showed up today. Sam, thank you for staying through. And thank you to everyone who showed up in the chat. Appreciate y'all. It was a fun little stream. I'll be back tomorrow with Stardew Valley. And we'll get one step closer to beating that game with corn only. I'm just doing a lot of weird little challenges lately. Shinies only in this game. Corn only in Stardew Valley. like I said, I think we can beat that game actually pretty soon. Brother Brandon, have the most wonderful of nights. I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know. I wish you all the best. Thank you for watching. And I'm gonna go run to the restroom before I piss myself. That's what I'm gonna do. Anyways. Peace out, boys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.